I better help.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon.
I've been
Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Far away, in an enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Chances are, if you've watched some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Dragon Ball! Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Not just raised, but trained. Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha!
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
It's incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the Solar Flare, Energy Landmine, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the mop of a ceiling technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka Instant Steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100. What a badass!
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike Instant Transmission, which is a teleport
guarantee they ain't gonna talk about the fact that Goku
detects another person,
use
like a sort of
Ultra
beacon, then
Instinct,
teleports
and
to
he
their
can
location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still.
Gods of Destruction
Yes, according to the
energy
Daisenshi guidebook, it's a
together in a
dimension
form,
hop.
and he
You
can use
actually
Ultra
see this
Ego
in between space in some movies and
and
games.
Ultra Instinct. Not only that form, that which is a higher and stronger form than Ultra Instinct.
Silly English.
He can also use
in fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to
Seraphim
rewrite Goku
ability,
as a Superman figure. Even his famous speech on Namek
is,
about being the light in the darkness
Grand
was originally
Priest
about him coming to terms with his Saiyan
died,
heritage,
which is the
accepting
Grand
his
Priest.
anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating
ability,
Frieza,
which is
and
stronger
declaring
than
himself the Super Saiyan.
Hell yeah. If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have official power multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kind of like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs? They're missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could compete with the greatest of deities. nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first
That ain't
go.
the greatest
Dragon Ball's cosmology is
the greatest of
This model is
deities
said
is
to be an
God.
accurate depiction of Universe 7, but there's a
I mean, come on now. He even beat the bodyguards.
Fidel commented that
Died,
is
the
just
priest,
as large as
the grand
universe,
priest is
and the Daisenju
stronger
backs her up.
than those two dudes that be
So let's
protecting
scale things up with that
Lord
in
Zeno.
mind. Doing
Lord
so
Zeno.
would make Universe
Way
7
stronger.
over 1,500 times larger than our own observable universe.
And Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God. And he didn't lose that power. He
I
learned
was
how to
making
use
this
it
type
even
of video,
better, even in
Death
base
Battle
form.
between
Now,
these two.
imagine how
I
much
put
stronger
everything
he became when he
that's
snapped
out there on
Super Saiyan on
Goku
Super
of
Saiyan
today,
God
as
and
of
became
today,
Super
right
Saiyan
now,
Blue.
as of this
Super
day,
Saiyan
very
God,
day,
Super
what
Saiyan.
is
You're
out there
not
on
saying
him.
that. Or after he trained
Every
with
type
some
of boost of
almighty
power he
angel.
done gave.
Or when he perfected
Even
the
in-
blue hairdo
like,
and stacked
come on now.
Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki, breaking through his time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku
That's
isn't a
not in
normal
the greatest
transformation.
form.
It's a state of
That's high
mind.
cap.
Ultra
That's
Instinct
cap.
is the
Y'all
highest
know
peak
that's
of martial
cap.
arts.
That's hella cap.
Subconsciously making
Y'all
optimal
capping
choices
right now. Y'all
ensuring the
capping
zone.
super heavy on this
Doing
dude.
without thinking.
Y'all gotta put more respect on Goku's name than that, man.
In any form, but when perfected, autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block,
Man,
and
dang.
counter to the best
When
of his
he's in his
ability,
Ultra
even pushing his
Instinct
body
form,
well
he can
beyond his
manifest.
physical limits.
He can
So far
manifest.
beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct
Like
can
right
summon
there,
a massive
what they doing
avatar
right
to
now,
defend him when his
he can
own
do
body
that
can't.
with the gods of
That
destruction.
sounds
He can
really
make the gods of
intense.
destruction.
It is, which is why
You know,
he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses.
Just
It's
by the
extremely
fact that,
difficult to
I
maintain
don't know,
the
y'all
full
gonna have
form
to, I
for
ain't gonna
long.
give y'all no spoiler
Until you
alert.
get to
Y'all go watch
Dragon
the
Ball
God Killer
Heroes,
from God
aka
Killer
Dragon Ball fan fiction
storyline
gone Kaio
series,
10 times 1,000.
While technically a
from
different
ARJ,
continuity,
ARJ.
CC Goku
Type
is
in
functionally a
ARJ.
stand-in for the mainline
Thank you
Goku.
later.
His history and
Y'all
powers are
thank
the
you
same,
later, man,
making
dude.
his story just as much of a what-if
He got
scenario
like
as the multiple super
almost a
continuities.
million
The only
followers
real
and
difference
subscribers,
is
and he got
Toriyama's not
people on
really
his
involved.
Patreon
This
too.
Goku
So
used instant transmission to
trust me, go
teleport
watch
through
it.
time and dimensions.
Go watch his
He
content.
outspent a god who
Thank
could see
you
the
later.
future.
Watch it.
He defeated
Watch it.
Dark King Fu,
as
who was
as
gonna
it came,
rewrite the
as
entire
every
universe. Hell,
every
this
type
series
of
even
story he
makes
came
GT
with
cool.
in its
Xeno
time
Goku
frame,
can break
you know,
space-time just
so
by
you
going
won't get
Super
lost.
Saiyan
So
4.
watch it from
Looking
the
back
first
at that
video
goofy
all the way
monkey
to the
boy
last.
chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think
I
about
think he
how
made
far
like a whole
Goku has
5-hour
come,
thing.
how
So
much
it's
he's
long,
had
it's
to
real long.
face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head on
It's well
and
worth it, I'm
pushes
telling
through.
you. If you're a real
Showing
fan of
everyone,
this,
everywhere,
this guy
how to go even further
we'll
beyond.
watch it, I'm telling you. I'm in the shower.
Faster than a speeding bullet,
Get up
more
out here.
powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout. And he's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere, but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight heat of the earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question, though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Deathbattle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality-warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes
of breathing, somebody so hard that they can feel it all through time.
Surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota.
Come on,
from orbit.
How you supposed to be the nigga that can motherfucking punch all through time? Like, come
He's
on, man.
trained
You
in
got hit
Kryptonian
in every
martial arts,
version of
which
you.
uses G, or as they call it,
That's an infinite amount of
He even
versions
got
of you.
summoned to
Everybody
Asgard
felt
to
it.
fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
That's a
Superman
hard
can
ass
resist
punch.
being
I
erased
ain't never
from
heard
existence,
anybody
such as
ever
taking
doing that.
Darkseid's Omega beams. Even Retcon in the time
No,
travel,
and I
both
mean
of which
nobody.
hijack and alter timelines, can't
That right
touch
there
him.
just
Not
made
because
him
of his
strong.
powerful mental defenses or healing factor,
GOKU
but
ain't
because
never
he's a
done that.
cosmic linchpin in the greater
Never.
metaverse.
In any
Timelines
storyline,
literally
that's crazy
revolve
to hear.
around him.
But let's address the
That's
S-shaped
canon,
elephant in the room.
non-canon,
You may have noticed we've covered a
fan-made.
variety of Superman
Ain't
eras.
ain't
Superman
nobody
and
ever
DC
made
Comics
no
as a
shit
whole
like
have
this.
gone
Said
through
this nigga
multiple
punched the
retcons.
motherfucker.
Golden
He
Age,
felt it
Silver
throughout
Age,
all
Pre-Crisis,
the time.
Post-Crisis, New 52,
No.
Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well, they all are.
Yeah, the latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kind of canon, even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control. I guess he can still phase through almost anything, even people.
Look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact, upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second.
We done heard enough. The dude's OP. We know he's OP.
Over 50 non-million light
Look at
years.
that shit. What is that?
What? That's 31 zeros.
What the fuck is that?
Help make that happen.
Somebody tell me y'all done heard that number before, because this is the first time I done heard that shit. I ain't never heard that number ever.
Blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then
I ain't
Superman,
never heard that word.
Punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star, so...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic. But it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it. He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Superman challenges the idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all, but there is nuance to being good. Even if he is the ultimate power fantasy, unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger. one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the sixth dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home? Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger
Why the
thought.
hell would you trap Superman on a world where there's a sun anywhere? That's stupid as shit.
KO the World Forger and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman. A simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Wiz, it's getting to be the holiday season again, and I just know Mama Boomstick is finally getting me that new dune buggy I've been drooling over. What's gonna be stuffed in your stocking?
A couple undiscovered elements would be nice, but the holidays are also about giving gifts to yourself.
Maybe that means giving yourself a break during this busy month, or treating yourself when you have the time.
And in anticipation of a new year, sometimes that means therapy.
Therapy can be super helpful year-round, but especially during this season, the holiday blues are no joke.
If you're thinking about starting therapy, consider giving BetterHelp a try.
What's great is that it's totally online, so it's super flexible with your schedule and convenient.
All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist.
And if it isn't a perfect match, switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Visit BetterHelp.com/DeathBattle today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DeathBattle. All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Hey, the animation is nice. Look at it, hard as hell.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
You're holding back. Give it your all. No regrets.
I'm doing just fine.
Damn, that was straight as down on me.
Oops. Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am. Like a job, pause.
He punched that nigga through a version of time where they fighting each other in different versions of time. That was fucking hard. That was hard.
Well, what do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
That's the instinct. Oh, that's damn, that's hard. That's hard, boy. Y'all can't say that. That wasn't hard. That was hard. That was hard. Goku giving that nigga the work, boy. He giving him some serious work. What's he talking about? Gotta put some respect on that boy name. Ultra Instinct. Look at this nigga. Oh, what's? Oh, no, he cheating. He cheating. Look at this shit. What the fuck is that? He cheating. This nigga went through every sun in the solar system to give himself a charge up of power. That's cheating. That's cheating. Damn. And still wasn't enough. Not enough. Oh. Damn, they destroyed the whole universe. That was hard.
Huh?
Yeah, you're dead, motherfucker. You dead.
Almost happy there. That was actually pretty
Damn.
fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Damn, that's all they doing is fight.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
There's so many ways this battle
We
can
gonna
go,
put it to
especially
rest.
with all the
This
other
nigga,
continuities.
Superman,
For
is
real,
OP
Goku
no
would
matter
kick
what the
almost
fuck
every
power
other
boost you
Superman's
give
ass,
him.
except for the main
Goku,
one.
There's
that
a lot to
nigga got
cover, so
limits.
let's address the 5 categories most representative of this fight.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger, over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even heroes compete with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash.
He flew
His speed is so
faster than
ludicrous, it's
infinity.
unquantifiable.
Don't
How
count
the fuck
Goku
can you
out,
do
though.
that shit?
Flying across the entire afterlife
How the hell
in
can you
base form
move
and
faster
outspeeding
than
Eos'
infinity?
future sight takes some crazy speed.
fuck
Fighting
type shit is
Zamasu
that?
as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and ultra instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely got better battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So Goku wins in skill, but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 8,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality-warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Akai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Akai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Akai.
Superman can time travel, countering instant transmission's similar ability from heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't can't just warp to any red star.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that.
No.
Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that.
You got Tom
So while
Brady.
many see this as a
And then
debate
you got
between
Michael
characters,
Jordan.
others see
Tom
it as a
Brady
debate
versus
of
Michael
ideologies
Jordan
and
is the
culture.
equivalent
And
of
if
this
that's
right
what's
here.
at stake, who
Tell
wants
me.
Goku to lose?
Tom Brady versus Michael
You're
Jordan.
sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
does
I
call
know
into
it's
question
not
what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because
Nobody
it's
wanna hear
fun,
that shit.
Wiz. Damn it, man. There's more than one way to appreciate
Smack the
something.
fuck
We're
out
having
that
a
nigga
great
to
time
do.
talking about awesome
Shit.
characters and slamming
Fuck
action
wrong
figures
with this
together.
fool?
And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits
Yeah,
them
that was
both.
trash.
It's so lame.
I don't
That
see
was
you
hella
doing any
trash.
better.
I do the math. The pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you? Hi, I'm Ben, voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
Thought I'd join. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard. December 18th. It's going down. All right, y'all, man. Y'all go like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel right there. Boom. You see it. I got my music and all that stuff. I got a lot of stuff on my on here, but let's check out my most viewed, songs. I got some views. But anyway, y'all check me out. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And shoot, man, I'll see y'all on the flip side, man. AUD615, Angel of Death. I'm out.